Good Wednesday morning. I'm meteorologist Byron Douglas. Good morning to you, Ryan, Leslie Chapman from 14 News is on. Thanks for joining us on our streaming. Casey and Mitch will be along in a few minutes. Here's a look at our alert day. I'm going to grab this full here for a moment. Our alert day begins on Saturday, but I think the greatest threat for any showers and storms will unfold Saturday afternoon into Saturday night, and then into the pre-dawn hours on Sunday. Want to emphasize, I don't expect a big outbreak of severe weather during that time frame. So it is on the board Saturday. We're 4 days out, so Saturday afternoon into Saturday night. We had an update from the Storm Prediction Center this morning. Let me show you what, and hopefully this is still, well, we're going to go out 3 days. Let's do this. So on Friday, storms will be out in Wichita, Oklahoma City, and then out into western from Joplin, and then to about Lake of the Ozarks up into Kansas City. A general risk for the Chicago area. No impact on our Friday or for the ball games on Friday night. So across the area, in fact, we're just looking at cloudy skies on Friday. Now as we go into Saturday, we have the big bullseye for severe weather covers Arkansas, southern Missouri, western Tennessee, through southern Illinois, and then across western Kentucky. I'm going to tighten this up because it does include our viewing area. And we expect some changes along the way, but it's shifted about 35 to 40 miles to the southwest. Generally, yesterday, this was covering about eastern stretches there, or western stretches of Warwick County, so it's been pushed back to the west. So the areas here in yellow, this is the greatest potential for severe storms. Illinois County is south of Interstate 64. Morganfield, Union, Morganfield, Kentucky, and then Webster County, Hopkins from Madisonville down to Dawson Springs. So far western Kentucky. Now these areas in yellow generally would have a spin-up tornado threat. And it will be breezy throughout the day, but damaging winds and then also flooding concerns as well. And I think Saturday morning we're fine. It's Saturday afternoon into the evening. I like to show the POPs, probability of precipitation. So Saturday I bumped it all the way up to an 80% chance. There's a case to be made. These showers and storms could hold off until Saturday evening. I talked with some folks that have some outdoor weddings on Saturday, so hopefully it works. And then most everything should be out by Sunday at lunch, and then I'll fill in the sky coverage in a moment. So Doppler radar, I had some showers. The only storms I found earlier this morning were up in Erie, Pennsylvania, but those now have dissipated. And I got some showers up towards Fort Wayne, Wisconsin, back into Iowa. That's just rain. So all of our regional connections in good shape. Greenville was the cool spot this morning at 49. They're now at 55. A couple of nickels for you guys, 56 in Evansville. So generally, we're starting out with some sunshine. We'll have a few clouds as we go into the afternoon. And the muggy meter, dew points in the 50s, that's great. We've been as low as the mid to upper 40s here early this morning. So very comfortable out there. I love the cloud chart, showing some scattered cumulus clouds at 4,000 to 6,000 feet as we go up through the atmosphere, and some cirrus clouds. I think most of the cloud bases or cloud decks would be north of Interstate 64, but otherwise a fair amount of sunshine. And we graph the temps, our average highs at 71. Arden Gregory and Michael Feckel have more coming up at 14 News at 11 a.m. at noon, but we're looking at 2009. 2009, we never had a day in October above 74 degrees. So a random factoid for you. As we go hour by hour, I'm just going to scoot this along. Winds will be out of the northeast. If they shift more out of the east, I think we'd have a few more clouds around as we go through the day, but generally we're clear of clouds. Thursday showing some high-level clouds in early, and then it kicks out, kind of mostly sunny skies. Friday is our next day. It's kind of going cloudy to mostly cloudy. I think we'll start to go overcaster in the afternoon. So through Friday evening, winds out of the southeast, maybe a crosswind across some of the football games, but otherwise you're good to go. And here's Saturday. The guidance is more lined up now. Some of the longer range models that I look at, the GFS and the European model. I've been using the European all week. So I think Saturday morning we're fine. Yes, we could have a spotty shower, but I'm not anticipating anything in the way of severe weather. The front's still well to our northwest. I think Saturday will be breezy. We could have some wind gust at 20 to 30. Right now it's showing wind gust at 20, but I think that's a little underdone, a little undercooked. And I think Saturday, late afternoon into the evening, it would be breezy. So I haven't looked at all the guides whether we can see a wind advisory, which sometimes we see in fall, as we get closer along to these frontal boundaries. Winds are southwesterly. This is encouraging for a few facts that generally when you have southwesterly winds, you're more concerned about a tornado threat when you get the southeasterly surface winds. So this takes us into Saturday at 4 p.m. during that time frame, and that's where we could see some showers and storms. And then as we jump into Sunday morning, some of these showers will linger into Sunday morning during that time frame. And this takes us to Sunday, and then the front cycles on through, and then we get winds out of the northwest during that time frame. So generally, Saturday morning we're fine. It's Saturday late afternoon into Saturday night. We could see a few severe thunderstorm warnings, but I'm not expecting widespread severe weather. But expect some changes along the way. But the alert day is generally showing a pattern change as we go through Monday of next week. And then the extended outlook, we're going to actually drop temperatures a little bit underneath the normal during that time frame. And so if you're just tuning in, that risk for severe weather, the bullseyes across Arkansas, southern Missouri, and then the counties here, it's been moved back about to the southwest about 35 to 40 miles. So generally west of Evansville. And there we go with the 7-day forecast. I'll take this full. And the alert day is on Saturday during that time frame. Highs at 79, and then a 62 as we go into Sunday, and a 70 on Monday. Amanda, thank you. Blair, thanks for tuning in. 4:30 in Calhoun, Kentucky. You guys will be looking at some showers and storms. Could develop a little bit late. Appreciate your reporting down there in McLean County. I'm always thinking of Island. Trying to get one of those Island burgers before we get into winter. And yes, Skylar, for the most part, it's just rain Sunday during the morning. Leslie Chapman from 14 News. I've talked to her. This is kind of like her morning show. All right, Mitch and Casey are giving me a hard rap. That's the latest. If we have an update from the Storm Prediction Center, Arden Gregory, Mike Ofeka, meteorologist there, will have an update at 11 a.m., then again at noon.
Stay informed on your local news and weather throughout the day by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows. At 8:30 a.m., get your First Alert forecast to plan the day ahead and catch up on the news that happened overnight with the 14 News Sunrise team. In the afternoon, get the latest headlines, forecasts, and a preview of the stories we're working on with the 14 First Alert streaming show at 2:30. And get an in-depth look at the 14 First Alert forecast so you're ready for the next big thing with the 14 First Alert weather show at 9 p.m. Watch the 14 First Alert streaming show that fits your schedule and works best for you. Streaming on your phone by downloading the 14 News app and the 14 First Alert weather app. On your smart TV by using the 14 News streaming app. And stream anytime on Facebook, YouTube, or on 14news.com. Stay connected and stay informed by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows on your favorite streaming devices.